Hey, what it do, sports world? It's me again. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs, is here, y'all. Where passion meets performance and champions are made. I'm your host, Ray Diggs, bringing you the energy, the insight, and the mindset from across the world of sports. From the locker rooms to the big stage, this is where the real ones talk and legends rise, and the motto stays the same. Winners will always win. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. We are here and we ain't going nowhere. Make sure y'all tune in because we're about to go live now. Peace. Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs. Hey, I got a great segment for you all. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. I got a great segment for y'all, man. I want to talk about the Barton in England brawl that happened in high school basketball semifinals last weekend, with that basically overshadowed an amazing game. I'll tell y'all, this right here was one of the best games I had seen all season. It was one of the best games I had seen all year, but it was overshadowed by emotions, discipline, and basically accountability in sports. That's basically what it was overshadowed by. It was a hell of a game, man. Barton ended up winning the game 52-51. And I just feel like that AAA did not get this right. Man, what is going on? I just feel like AAA did not get this right when it came down to this game. What I think happened was, I think they just had to suspend somebody. And I think they just looked at the video and seen anybody who came off the bench. I think that the players that were suspended was the bench players. That's my opinion. 5 players from Barton was suspended, 7 players from England, which England is not going to face no penalties because honestly, their season is already over. Most of their players are seniors. I looked at their roster. The majority of their roster is seniors. So they're not going to face any consequences when it comes down to this. I mean, when I look at it, honestly, there's only one team being punished, honestly. And I looked at the footage, man, and I got to be honest. England pretty much started this fight, but Barton, I guess, it's a natural reaction for you to pretty much defend yourself. But I will say this right here as well. This fight, this thing right here started early in the game. The intensity was already high. The emotions was already high in this game. And I'm going to show y'all some video footage of, I feel like, really was the intense moment in this game between fans and law enforcement. Why I feel like law enforcement should have done a little more in this game. Pretty much, I wouldn't say stop it. Well, I would say it to prevent it. These two teams right here has pretty much been going back and forth all season. They played 3 times this year. It was in all 3 games was good games. These are really 2 really good teams. Honestly, I feel like England was the better team. I feel like the better team did not win this game. I feel like England played the perfect game to win a championship, but in the end, turnover and a lot of bad mistakes, bad shots cost them this game. And I think that when push came to shove, they did not know how to control their emotions. Their emotions get the best of them. But I've been watching this team play a lot this season. And I will say that England is one of those teams that I feel like they are what we'll call in sports are front runners. What is a front runner, Ray? Front runner is somebody who, when they're winning, they're celebrating. They talking trash, like Shedeur Sanders. When they lose and they're pouting. They want to fight. They're not like Shedeur Sanders don't want to fight, but I'm saying that's how a front runner is. They fight. They want to fight. They want to get emotional. That's what a front runner do. And this right here was that England team was. Now AAA. I don't know if y'all looked at the same film that I looked at, but I'm gonna show y'all 2 films. One of them is gonna be probably like 1 or 2 minute long, but we're gonna go over it and I'm gonna show you all why I think this right here was the turning point when I feel like the emotions started to get high in this game. This is the first video.
And one opportunity as Barton will
This
blow
right here was
up,
after
the
an
fan base
and
going
one.
crazy.
If y'all
That was
look
a
up there at the
massive
top,
and
right?
one. Look,
Y'all see the
that's going to
police
put
is
them,
trying
if he
to
can
tell the
sink this
fans
free
to
throw,
get off
they'll
the
put them
court.
down by
The guy
3.
in the
Going to
red.
give them a really solid position here in this fourth quarter.
He's going back and forth with the people that's over here
Yeah,
up under the goal, which is these
Bears
those fans under
fans
the
not
goal.
happy as
That is the
officers
England
forcing
fan.
them to stay in the bleachers, and they're saying, "Look down there, they're on the court."
Well, no, that's the Barton fan.
They got a good point.
That's under the goal. The guy over here, that's the England
Here's a
fan.
chance to cut it.
So as you can see, now you see law enforcement continue to come.
A
As you see,
one-point
now you got
game.
2, 3, 4, 5 police officers heading over here to the side to try to get him to calm down. But guess what? His homeboy, the one that got us in the game, now going back and forth with the police. They're telling them to leave. Now you see the people up under the goal, right? They was acting like this the entire game.
There's a 1-point game now,
telling them
45-44.
Come out.
The stop and play was
same
to
way
clean
after
up the
every play under
the
goal.
court.
I
And
feel
so,
like these fans was acting like this.
again, Barton cuts it to 1.
And if you can see, the
5:06
police
to
are
go
walking
in
them
the
out.
game, and this is
They're walking them out.
a
They still
really
talking.
good,
The guy right here, he's
right
still
here.
talking to the
England
police.
with the basketball, and they've got a chance to.
So I think that right there was the point when I feel like this right here is when the emotions got high. It was between the fans. The fans got heated. Next thing you know, the players already don't like each other because earlier this season, they had this same situation. It wasn't a fight, but they had to pretty much stop the game. So this right here, they know that these two teams don't like each other. So AAA, I feel like that these two teams don't like each other. Why not have more security? Why not have more police and law enforcement at this game right here, just for this particular game, being that these two teams do not like each other? And I'm gonna be honest with you, if it's anybody that can beat England, I think that you're gonna have police presence there, because this team right here, I think that if it's any team, not unless, but this team right here, they just hate this team. So, but I think if it's any team, I think that England would have possibly wanted to fight, because that's really what they like to do. They just like to fight. I don't know why. And I've watched this team multiple times this year, and they always act the same way. But I'm gonna show y'all this next video. And I think that the referee pretty much got this wrong, because if you look at the video, it was no time on the clock. Honestly, you called a foul with basically 0 seconds on the clock. But I want to show y'all something that I feel like AAA needed to take in accountability. Needed to take this right here, and this right here was a very critical moment. The kid came off the bench, number 3. Y'all gonna see him, and he pretty much hunted down the player that he wanted. He wanted him so bad that he hunted him around, and as this kid was running around, pretty much celebrating, he hunted him around to go head on and still off on him. That is the reason why I feel like Barton nobody shouldn't have got suspended from Barton. If anybody should have been suspended, it should have been England players, which it don't matter because their season is over with anyway. And also, I think that they should get a hefty fine. They should get at least a hefty fine for this, being that they didn't take no punishment. A lot of those players probably is not going to go to college. They're not going to play college basketball. So their basketball career is pretty much over with. So what did you do to them? This next video is going to show you. This kid came off the bench, and if I'm a player, I feel like the game is over with as well. The player already took his shirt off. He done threw the ball into the stands. We had the balls in the stands already. So I feel like that the game is over as well. Nobody knew that the game was still going on besides the commentators and probably the referee. Hell, and to be real with you, I feel like even the fans, they was already on the court. So nobody pretty much knew on the court that the game was over. That's why the players was running around celebrating. But I'm gonna show y'all this video.
Lead. Look, this is close.
Oh, nope, wrong one. Go ahead.
They get it across the timeline.
This is the last play. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He did an and one move, and one spin move. Now look at number 0. He just take his shirt off. Look at number 3. If y'all see number 3 came off the bench, he was getting ready at this moment. This guy right here, this kid in the middle of the court right here, number 3. He was getting ready to still off on somebody at that moment right there. At that moment right there, he was ready to pretty much still off on somebody right then. But I'm going to tell you, he didn't do it. But what he did was he circled back around and he was like, I'm going to get my opportunity. It's a certain player that he wanted, and he got that player.
A foul. They called a foul.
As you see him, he's coming back. Now he's coming back down the court now. Now, look at him. He's following this certain player. Look at him. As you can see, let's go back. Let's go back. He came down the court and he followed a certain player that he wanted.
They called it.
Which is the kid that's right here in front of the camera. The kid standing right down here at the end. He's right here in front of the camera by the law enforcement. And I'm going to tell y'all what's crazy about this right here. If you look at this play, if you look at this video right here, you can see it was a police enforcement. He hit this kid right in front of the police officer. Right in front of him. He's going to walk by the police officer and then still off on the kid. Let me show y'all.
Timeout.
He's coming back right now. I'm going to pause it right here. He's standing right by the police officer right now. And guess what he's going to do? He's going to walk around the police officer and then still on this kid.
Foul, rather.
Hey, look at this. Look at the video, people. This man is standing right in front. He stole on this kid right in front of the police officer, bro. And you're going to tell me that England is not at fault. Listen, AAA, y'all got this wrong. And I'm disappointed in you all, because if you just see this video right here, you pretty much already know who started this fight. This kid came off the bench. He wasn't even in the game, people. Look at this. He wasn't even in the game. Look at the last play.
The timeline.
This kid is sitting on the bench right here. Y'all see him?
By Barton, and they're going to win.
He's going to stand up right now. Number 3. Boom. He come off the bench and come on the court and do all of this. And also, if you look at this play as well, now look at this right here. Let's go. He has the ball with 4 seconds to go.
Win the game.
Okay, it's 1 second on that clock before they're not even close. They still trying to get close to him. And when the referee called that foul, how many seconds is on that clock? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. This game is fucking over with. It is no time on this clock. When he blew that whistle, it was already 0 seconds on this clock. So I feel like the game was already over with. So if you're going to tell me, and the referees need to stand on this as well. They know dang well that this game was over with. It's 0 seconds on this clock. But then if you want to suspend the players, they're coming off the bench. And then as you look at it, let's look at this, y'all.
No,
they celebrate.
They called a foul.
Look at that. This kid right here done took off his shirt and he done threw the ball into the stands. The ball is already in the stands. Players is already, you got the fans that's already on the court. Look at this. Fans are already on the court.
They called a timeout. Or they called a foul, rather.
Fans are already around here jumping around on the court celebrating. Before this kid right here pretty much still off on this other kid. And I've been listening to a lot of people. I've been listening, and everybody had good point of views. Everybody had good point of views, man. I was watching Seahawks Sports last night. Shout out to Seahawks Sports, man. Go over there and like and subscribe to their page. I was watching them last night, and they pretty much made a valid point. You got Barton that's heading to the state championship game right now, crippled right now. And I hate to use that word, but they are. They're going against the team that they lost against earlier this season with their full team. So I feel like you going against this team as well, again, for a state championship with 5 players missing. If you're going to do that, I mean, I'm happy that y'all letting them play, but I mean, you might as well just say, you know what? Let's not play the state championship game. Now, Barton can say, you know what? We can win this game. I don't know how many Barton has. If they have 15 players, okay, cool. They possibly got a chance. But You're playing against a team that don't make this team that they're playing against. It's like 35-4. So that tells you they're not going to beat themselves, and they already beat this team. So this team right here don't beat themselves. I watched them play once. They don't beat themselves. So you're going to tell me you're going to play basically with 5 players, and if you want to say let's say you got 15 players, and the 5 that's getting suspended is 5 of your top bench players. Let's be real. When you play, you're basically going to play with 5 starters and basically some inexperienced sophomores probably against a team that's very experienced and don't make a lot of mistakes. I was just telling somebody this yesterday. I said the team that they're playing against don't make a lot of mistakes. They're not going to beat themselves. It's going to be hard. You want to have to come out there and actually beat this team. So I feel like if you're going to go ahead and suspend 5 of their bench players, why let them play? And man, and it's sad because, and Barton, first I'm going to say this to England. I said this right earlier this season, man. I said England is one of the most talented teams that I had seen. But the only issue that I had with England was I said, man, they're very undisciplined. It's like they don't listen to their coach. Maybe I'm the only one that saw that, but I said I don't think they listen to their coach a lot. Like it's like their coaches is telling them something and they do the total opposite. So this not surprising, but I'm disappointed in England because England, I sit here and I watch y'all beat teams. I sit there and watch y'all beat so many teams this year. But the time that you all get beat, now you want to act like this. That's a sore loser's mentality. That's what it is. It's a sore loser's mentality. It ain't no way around it. It ain't no way around it. This right here is a sore loser's mentality. And honestly, you're not going to win in life like this. Barton, man, I hate it for y'all. Y'all are 34, y'all 35. I think y'all 34-5. A team that can win a championship. Definitely can win a championship. But right now, man, I just don't know if y'all can win it with missing 5 of y'all players. And like Coach Jig just said, man, my boy Smooth, man, appreciate you for tuning in. Smooth said, man, that cop didn't do a thing. And Barton definitely got messed over. They definitely got messed over, Smooth. They did. They got messed over, man. Coach Jig said, we need a list of all the suspended for Barton because I need to know if they are starters or not. So, Jig, I said the same thing. I feel like I need to know if they are starters. I need to know, are they some top bench players? Are they the top, are they in their rotation? That's what I need to know. I need to know if they some rotational players or if they just some players that's over there on the bench. You know what I'm saying? If they some players that just, that don't play, okay, cool. But if they some players that's a part of that rotation, it's going to affect this team. No way, it's no way around it. They're going to be affected. And if it's some starters, they're definitely going to be affected. They're definitely going to be affected. It's a start. Let's just say it's 2 starters. Listen, for a team like this, if you losing 2 of your starters, you're going to be affected. And honestly, it's going to be hard to win the game because just mentality-wise, this team has already beat us at full strength. And now we're not at full strength and we're playing against this same team again. And I'm going to tell y'all something. That team that they're playing against, they don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't beat themselves. They take the perfect shot. They remind me of the San Antonio Spurs without Wemby. They remind me of the San Antonio Spurs. They're going to make the right pass. They're going to make the right shot. They're going to do everything the right way. They ain't going to be out there doing no crossovers. They're going to pretty much, y'all know what I'm saying. They're going to play the basketball the right way. So when I look at them and I'm like, man, this is going to be a hard game for Barton to win, especially if they missing 2 starters. And we won't know that until tomorrow. The game is tomorrow. We won't know that until then. And I feel bad for the kids, man. The kids. That's why I'm so mad at AAA because I feel like it's the kids that's being affected. Everybody want to use their First Amendment right to speak your mind, to say because you have that First Amendment right, but you don't want them to use it when it's to protecting themselves though. Because he didn't ask the dude, the kid, to come still off on him. And I feel like if somebody come and still off on you, you're gonna protect yourself. That's just a human. That's just any human is gonna protect themselves when somebody come and just basically punch them. Like that's just a human instinct. And you're telling them what they supposed to do. They supposed to ran or something, get off the court. I mean, hell, there was so many people around him. Because if you actually look at the video, after the kid pretty much stole on him, I guess, he pretty much, squared up with him. And then they just pretty much just went to the floor. And then that's when everything just went haywire. Everybody from everywhere. So I'm trying to figure this out. I want to know what video did AAA watch to make them make that decision on who to suspend. Hell, I know they suspended number 3. They probably suspended number 0. But why did y'all know who to suspend for Barton? Because they came off the bench with no time on the clock? I need to know that. That's what I need to know. I'm just saying. But I'm not going to keep on going on and on about it. I just feel like, man, I just had to get on here and talk about it. And this is a learning experience, man. I don't know how they can learn from it. But I will say, I will agree with what Coach Jiggs said last night. I will agree with what he said here. He said, I feel like they need to punish the school. They need to hit them where it hurts. So they will know if we make this decision again, then we're gonna pay the price. Because right now they're not paying the price right now. England ain't paying no price right now. Be honest with you, they have probably got so much attention within this last week than they have within their last 2 or 3 years. So they not affected by it because guess what? Their career is over with anyway. They look at it like, listen, man, my career is over with. I'm not playing basketball no more. So they're not affected. So the only way that you can pretty much say, you know what, we're going to hit them where it hurt at. We're going to find the school, or we're going to give them a 1-year ban. No state, no region, no district. And I think that if you do that to them, it's gonna mess up the other kids. Just say like the kids that had nothing to do with it. But I think that's gonna be the step you're gonna have to take. You're gonna have to take that step because that's how you're gonna get your point across. You don't get your point across by suspending some kids that ain't gonna play basketball no more anyway. You get your point across by hitting the school and banning them for next season. And then I pretty much they'll look at it like, damn, man, we really messed them over. Then they'll feel some type of remorse. They'll say, you know what, man, we messed over the juniors, man. We messed over the sophomores, man, because we can't get out of our own ways. That'll make them have some remorse. And sometimes, players, they don't have no remorse then. But I think that that's the only way that you can pretty much get through to this team. Say, you know what, y'all messed up and y'all gonna pay the consequence. Because Barton is being punished. England ain't. And England started it. And they're not getting punished. So AAA, I need y'all to step up and I need y'all to do something different. Because what y'all did here is not effective. It's not. But hey, I just want to thank y'all again for listening to the Winner Circle podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs. I just wanted to talk about the Barton as they enter the state title game with 5 players missing. We don't know who the 5 players are. Nobody said it. I'm talking about normally you will see a post about the players. You will say, hey, they this player. You ain't seen nothing. I'm talking about not Barton, not from nobody. So we don't know who suspended. Like Coach G said, man, we just need to know who is suspended. Is it a starter or not? Hey, Coach G said, make it feel like it's premeditated. Hey, that's exactly how I feel. And like I said, man, y'all had some good points last night, man. Everything y'all pretty much saying was making perfect sense on what they should do. And that's why I don't understand how did AAA come here? How did they get to this point? And like I said, how do you not, like, we don't know who's playing. Like, honestly, Coach G, to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to know who suspended until game time. I don't think we're going to know who's suspended until we until we tune in tomorrow and they running out and we like, okay, these are the players that's not playing because nobody is saying nothing. I seen a post today by Barton and they were just saying, like, for the state championship game, these are the things you need to do. Don't do this. Man, the fans going to do whatever they want to do anyway. Yeah, it don't matter what the schools say. But I think that the police presence would have been better if they had more police there. I think it would have been. I think that this thing could have been easily avoided. But in a game of this atmosphere, These two teams hate each other. They never wanted to lose to each other, but in the end, somebody had to lose. And I say this right here before I get off. England, you had the game, but you couldn't get out of your ways. When I say you couldn't get out of your ways, you could not get out of the mistakes that you made early in the season. Those mistakes popped their heads back up, meaning bad shots, quick shots, uncharacteristic turnovers. Like y'all was turning the ball over, and it was feeling like to me like y'all was starting to throw the game. And those are the things right there. And I feel like at one point in the game, I feel like the coaches should have called a timeout. I said the same thing one night when I was watching Lake Village play. Lake Village was playing against somebody, and I was like, bro, they need to call a timeout because if they don't call a timeout, they're gonna get ran off the court. And that's exactly what happened. The game that they lost in state. But I'm a coach. Maybe the coach had already called a timeout and he didn't have no more. Or maybe the coach, had burned 2 or 3 timeouts and he didn't want to burn the rest of them. So I don't know. But we'll see, man. When the game comes tomorrow, man, like I said, good luck to Barton as they get ready to go for a state championship. And, man, I don't know if this is – just think about this, though. If this is their first championship in school history or something like this, man, just think about how special that could be. And going into a game missing players, it just hurts, man. This gonna hurt forever. Like this right here, if you go into this game, let's just say you go into this game and you get blew out, you're gonna always set back and you're gonna think to yourself, what if we didn't have our players suspended? What if we did not, put ourselves, or what if we wasn't in this situation to where our players were suspended and we had a whole team here? Y'all gonna always be like, I know for a fact we could have beat this team. Because y'all almost beat him early in the season. I'm just saying. But hey, man, thank y'all again for listening to the Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. Until next time, man, y'all have a great, safe, and blessed night. Peace.
Mr. Diggs, we're on in 5. Vegas can't be choosers, but grandma chose trace. She raised me on scraps.